Schedule of registration. The Land Transportation Office, LTO, in the Philippines has a specific schedule for vehicle registration renewal based on the license plate number. This system ensures a more organized and efficient process for vehicle owners. The Land Transportation Office, LTO, recently released a guide for motorists on when to renew their vehicles registration. Vehicles that now come with 4-digit plates need only to look at the last 2 numbers. The last number on the plate represents the exact month on when you're allowed to have your car renewed. License plates ending in 1 and 2 mean they must renew in the months of January and February respectively. 3 and 4, meanwhile, can have theirs renewed in March and April accordingly. Plates that end in 5, 6, and 7 can have their registration renewed on May, June, and July accordingly. Finally, cars with license plates that end in 8, 9, and 0 can renew during the months of August, September, and October respectively. The first number signifies the exact week you can actually have your vehicle renewed in a month. Numbers 1, 2, 3 fall under the first week, while 4, 5, 6 fall under the second week. Meanwhile, numbers 7, 8, and 9, 0 means that you can only have the vehicle renewed on the 3rd and 4th week respectively. Aside from following the exact week and month that you're supposed to have your vehicle's registration renewed, the LTO reminded motorists that they need to have the following requirements: photocopy of CR and latest or of payment of MVUC, appropriate insurance certificate of cover, COC, certificate of emission compliance, CEC, valid LTFRB electronic confirmation, if for hire MV, motor vehicle inspection report MVDAR, with stencils of engine and chassis numbers. Failing to have your vehicle registered will result in a hefty PHP 10,000 fine, excluding other fees that might be included during renewal. Types of licenses. 1. Student permit. One of the most exciting parts about turning 16 is that you are now permitted to drive. But of course, this is with a non-professional or professional licensed driver in the front passenger seat with you. Nevertheless, it has become a rite of passage for many teenagers around the world, especially after buying the car of their choice. 2. Non-professional driver's license. This license classification is designed for rookie drivers fresh out of the student phase, as well as those who have no intention of driving a public vehicle or any motor vehicle for a living. It is the perfect license for those who intend to drive private vehicles that weigh no more than 4,500 kilograms, including hatchbacks, pickup trucks, or sports utility vehicles, SUVs. 3. Professional driver's license. However, if you are securing a driver's license in the name of pursuing a career as a public utility vehicle, PUV, driver, or a commercial driver in the Philippines, what you will need is neither a student driver's permit nor a non-professional driver's license, but a professional driver's license, PDL. This is a requirement for drivers who intend to operate vehicles that weigh more than 0.4600 kilograms, like bulldozers and other heavy construction vehicles. 4. International Driver's License, otherwise known as the International Driver's Permit, IDP, is a license issued to permanent residents of the Philippines who would like to be able to use their license to drive a motor vehicle freely on the roads of over 150 other countries in the world, except for Australia and Spain, which allow Filipinos to operate vehicles with either their professional or non-professional license. 5. Conductor's License. This type of license is released to bus conductors only. This is given to them to verify their competence towards the security of the bus's passengers. The process of obtaining this license has almost the same process as the application for a professional driver's license, but do note that instead of the usual 60 items, the applicant will need to answer only 20 questions. Qualified for this license are conductors who can or cannot drive. When it comes to driving, always follow the rules to avoid mishaps and complicated lawsuits. Remember to renew it at least a month before the expiration to avoid unneeded hassle and stress. Drivers.restriction.code. The basis for vehicle classification in the previous restriction codes is gross vehicle weight, GVW, and clutch type only. This makes the old system open for misinterpretation. LTO set a more comprehensive restriction system based on GVW, seat number, and maximum vehicle design speed to create a more standardized restriction system. This table represents the equivalent DL codes of old restriction codes according to LTO. Those are the 9 DL codes together with their respective vehicle category codes.